Next on Veronica's Closet.
I just want to do something with my life. And this looks like a really fun place to be.
Uh-oh, someone's taking over Veronica's Closet.
We could be really, really mean.
And the gang have mixed feelings about their new boss.
See, Ronnie, what happened was Harry threw soda on June's pants. I was just rubbing it in to make sure it don't come out.
Step inside Veronica's Closet with Pigeon Baby Wipe for all your wiping needs.
I blame today's violent media.
Next on Studio 23 Sunday.
Violent media? What a load of...
Humans are under attack by robots, and Professor Farnsworth is a designated hero. Will he come through for mankind? Find out on Futurama Sunday at 7:30 on Studio 23 Cool TV. On Studio 23 Sunday.
It's coming, boy. It's really coming, and a big one, too.
A planet on the verge of destruction.
It's about to blow itself up, and that may happen by morning.
We've got to leave here tonight.
A family on the run.
There it is.
You're a long way from home, aren't you?
The Twilight Zone, late night, on its new time slot, Sunday, 10:30 p.m. on Studio 23 Cool TV.
On Studio 23 Sunday.
Hello, Bette. John Lovitz, your favorite new neighbor. I brought you your mail.
Your career has hit rock bottom.
John Lovitz is moving in next door,
I'm doing some remodeling at my house, and I need a place to stay.
but ends up invading Oscar's food.
Order a pizza, you hyena.
Rose's room.
That's my disc man.
Baby.
You are the baby. The baby times infinity.
And Bette's bed. John Lovitz guest stars on The Next Bet, Sunday, 8 p.m. on Studio 23 Cool TV.
On Studio 23 Wednesday.
14th Street, the worst block. It's a 24-hour supermarket of crime. Why?
Roy Carver. It's going to last all night until somebody gets shot.
Let's go get him.
But something goes wrong.
Hold it right there.
3 witnesses say they saw Officer Page push the victim.
I didn't do it, Chief.
Do we have any evidence to show that he didn't push the guy? He gave me his word. You will suspend that officer.
On The Next District, Wednesday, 9 p.m. on Studio 23 Cool TV. On Studio 23 Monday.
Hi.
Let's go to the movies.
You're off the screen.
Where there are the good guys.
He does something in the movie, like what, to the story?
No, to the audience.
And the bad guys.
Let's make your PG lives rated R.
But do good guys always win?
This is the world of illusion. Your powers cannot cross between the two.
On the next Charm, Monday night at 9 on Studio 23 Cool TV. Get charmed by the Halliwells with the all-new Pantene collection. On Studio 23 Monday, Daddy disapproves.
Will you marry me?
No! Not a friend can help it.
Hi, I was just about her age when we got married.
On the next Nanny, Monday at 7:30 p.m. on Studio 23 Cool TV.
Inside a maximum security prison, a TV producer interviews a convicted killer.
Next thing I knew, he was around my back with his arm across my neck.
Split-second courage. Would you have what it takes?
10:30 p.m. on Studio 23 Tuesday.
Studio 23 Tuesday. Mark falls for a mysterious woman in his dreams.
I feel connected to her in a way I've never felt.
Don't pursue this. Soon you won't know awake from asleep.
But who is she?
I only know her name is Mary Jane.
It has to be Mary Jane Kelly of the East End of London. On November 9th, 1888, she was Jack the Ripper's final victim.
The Others. Tuesday at 8:30 on Studio 23 Cool TV.
On the continuation of last week's Scariest Places on Earth, the Lestraps try to close the spirit gate the Olsons open in the world's most haunted castle.
This is where they stretched bodies.
I heard somebody walking outside my door.
I'm locked in a room!
On the next Scariest Places on Earth, Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. on Studio 23 Cool TV. Studio 23 Monday.
Cash didn't get there. Why?
Let me explain the situation.
Max helps a friend with a serious problem with the mob
I got 36 hours to come up with the money, or I'm going to end up like my clothes.
by beating them in their own game.
Give it up, girls.
That's what, bring it on, big boy. Oh, they're killing you.
On the next Dark Angel, Monday at 8 on Studio 23 Cool TV. She asks the most intriguing questions.
3 months pregnant. How long can you keep dressing like that?
She's got a big appetite for controversy.
You weren't suggesting anybody has to lose weight up on the stage, were you?
And she loves conflict.
You need to keep your mouth closed, Miss Piggy.
Get a push-up bra, tummy tuck, you ugly.
My younger sisters look like hoochie mamas.
Jenny Jones, where the talk is mean.
Gee, I'm sorry, we're out of time. We have to move on to the next guest.
Premieres October 15 at 12 noon on Studio 23, Cool TV.
On Studio 23 Sunday, a bullied kid.
Someone pushes, you push back.
Will be bullied no more.
You should have stayed out of it, Batman.
On the next Batman Beyond, Sunday at 7 on Studio 23, Cool TV. On Studio 23 Monday.
You okay?
These seizures are much stronger than usual.
Max's attacks get worse.
Where are my pills?
Down the toilet.
You guys don't understand. I'll die without that medicine.
Turning her into a regular junkie.
Yeah, get me security.
On the next Dark Angel, Monday at 8 on Studio 23, Cool TV.
You're celebrating Studio 23's 5th year on air. Thanks to Samsung A200, get your own blue eye.
On Studio 23 Saturday.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
You're such a disease.
One day,
I didn't want to see you again for the rest of my whole life. And I didn't want to see anybody else either.
a young boy wakes up to find his Christmas wish come true.
I made my family disappear.
Now he must learn to live on his own.
Kevin!
Studio 23 presents
You forgot him.
Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone, 9:30 Saturday on Studio 23, Cool TV.
We give you the facts. All the hard-hitting news, hot and straight, from local to global. We give you nothing but responsible reporting, backed by the integrated news teams of ABS, CBN, ANC, and Studio 23. The leading English newscast on TV, News Central. Join me, Marik Haimo, at 10, Studio 23 weeknights.
The party never stops in the most happening place. It's fun to be on 23. We're hotter than ever with these great new shows. A group of psychics explore the unknown on The Others. Real ghost stories in real haunted places on the scariest places on Earth.
I know who you are.
A cyberbank searches for her true identity on Dark Angel. Couples play the game of love and lust on Temptation Island. A police commissioner fights for a crime-free city on The District. It's a happy family of witches and mortals on Bewitched. And we're twice the fun with a much-awaited new season of your favorite hit shows.
You're doing it again. Oh my God, I got...
The Odd Couple gets wackier on Will and Grace. Teenage life has never been more amusing on Popular. Stop! Tomorrow's news is double the excitement on Early Edition. The wit and sarcasm are deadlier on Just Shoot Me.
Vibrating panties?
And selling lingerie gets crazier on Veronica's Closet. See how they will overcome Africa on Survivor 3. Be where the action is. Fun to be on 23. Studio 23, Cool TV. On Studio 23 Saturday. It's coming.
3, 2, 1.
It's unstoppable.
However, it did not destroy the comet. There are now 2 pieces.
The only question is,
now we have to make some decisions together.
Who will survive? Studio 23 presents Robert Duvall, Taya Leone, Elijah Wood, and Morgan Freeman.
Good luck to us all.
Deep Impact. October 20, 9:30 Saturday on Studio 23, Cool TV. Withstand the disaster of Deep Impact with the new Pantene, smooth and silky.
Perfect. Diba?
And Fundador, magkaibigan habang panahon.
One of the reasons I wanted to come here tonight was to discuss our future.
Of course.
I plan on running for office someday. I think we should break up.
What?
And action.
Lost.
Actually, Warner Huntington III, she follows me to Harvard to prove to him how wonderful she is.
Going to Harvard is the only way I'm going to get the love of my life back.
She was in a Ricky Martin video. Aren't we always looking for diversity? Welcome to Harvard.
I'm going to tell all of you why I'm going to make an amazing lawyer.
Legally Blonde. On Studio 23 Tuesday.
With your help, I'm going to turn in Mom Award Random House this Monday.
Mary Cherry takes Sam hostage.
Why don't we take a lunch break?
No. We are not leaving this room. Not until we finish.
Because she needs her help in writing a book.
The abusive Mama Cherry once stripped me naked, submerged me in a bubbling fat of velvet fever. Cheese. She bundled me up in tinfoil and dropped me off at the local dog tail.
On the next popular, Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. on Studio 23, Cool TV. On Studio 23 Sunday, Timmy gets a chain letter.
Write 20 copies out by hand and you're guaranteed good luck.
Timmy, wait! I'm gonna do it. I mean, I'll have good luck.
So Timmy gets to work.
I won $10. Thank you, Chainless.
But it seems his luck quickly runs out.
Careful, Timmy. Watch where you're going.
The next Lassie on its new time, Sunday, 12 noon on Studio 23, Cool TV. On Studio 23 Sunday, go back to the time when Will and Jack first met.
You think everybody's gay?
Not everybody. Just me and you and a dog named Boo.
When Will and Grace used to be a couple.
I'm kind of tired, you know, that all the turkey. They're sleepy.
Really? It made me horny.
And when Karen danced the night away in a disco house. Visit the 80s on the next Will and Grace, Sunday, 9 p.m. on Studio 23, Cool TV. The geeks, the jocks, the cheerleaders. If you wanted to be popular, who would you hang out with? You decide. Everything's possible with Studio 23 and Pepsi. Let your taste decide. She asks the most intriguing questions.
3 months pregnant. How long can you keep dressing like that?
She's got a big appetite for controversy.
You weren't suggesting anybody has to lose weight up on the stage, were you?
And she loves conflict.
You need to keep your mouth closed, Miss Piggy.
Get a pushed up bra, tummy tuck.
My younger sisters look like hoochie mamas.
Jenny Jones, where the talk is mean.
Gee, I'm sorry, we're out of time. We have to move on to the next guest.
Jenny Jones, weekdays at 12 noon on Studio 23, Cool TV. On Studio 23 Monday.
So what's your thesis about? It's about the existence of demons in our world.
If what you know
What happened?
She was decapitated and her body was dumped here.
will hurt you,
Evil doesn't want anybody to know. It has a system for covering its tracks.
if you know
She was murdered 6.5 months ago right here waiting for the bus.
what's good for you,
You really want to help?
Everybody knows he did it.
stay away.
I help him to move on.
You don't scare me.
On the next Charm, Monday night at 9 on Studio 23, Cool TV. On Studio 23 Monday,
A pal of yours from this Manicore, right here in Seattle.
Max gets a tip in finding a lost brother.
When we escaped that night, Zach made us split up. I've been looking for them ever since.
But the bad guys are one step ahead.
We're gonna be there.
You? You're Zach?
See them fight side by side. On the next Dark Angel, Monday at 8 on Studio 23, Cool TV. On Studio 23 Monday.
So what's your thesis about? It's about the existence of demons in our world.
If what you know
What happened?
She was decapitated and her body was dumped here.
will hurt you,
Evil doesn't want anybody to know. It has a system for covering its tracks.
if you know
She was murdered 6.5 months ago right here waiting for the bus.
what's good for you,
You really want to help?
Everybody knows he did it.
stay away.
I help him to move on.
You don't scare me.
On the next Charm, Monday night at 9 on Studio 23, Cool TV. On Studio 23 Tuesday,
With your help, I'm gonna turn in Mom Award Random House this Monday.
Mary Cherry takes Sam hostage.
Why don't we take a lunch break?
No. We are not leaving this room. Not until we finish.
Because she needs her help in writing a book.
The abusive Mama Cherry once stripped me naked, submerged me in a bubbling fat of velvet fever. Cheese. She bundled me up in tinfoil and dropped me off at the local dog tail.
On the next popular, Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. on Studio 23, Cool TV.